If we select some text label that's been put into this drawing, you may be able to see in the properties box that it's in a style called standard and its height is 1.083. I'd prefer to change that to 1 unit, make it slightly smaller, and that of course makes the text above just slightly larger. We do have a Modify Match Properties box, and if we click on that text and then click there, you may be able to see that the text was decreased in size to match. So now all of the text that sits there in the drawing is the same size. But I digress. What I wanted to show was that it's possible to create a new text styles and have more of an architectural feel. So we'll go Format and Text Styles. We'll leave the City Blueprint for the moment. That's more a hand-lettered font. If you wanted an architectural feel to your design, to the text in your design, you might pick one called Arc Chisel. And we are in favour and we recommend that you, whoops, I've got my caps lock on, make the name of the style the same as the font, and that avoids a great deal of confusion. And for height, you've just seen that a height of 1.0 would be appropriate. So now it's possible to change the style here from standard to this new one that we've set up. And there we now have an architectural style of lettering. There are a couple of other similar styles, but for the moment that will do. Now, what we would like to do is to use, or might like to do, is to set that style in a dimension style. So let's create a new dimension style to go, if you like, with that particular style of lettering. So we can go, here we are in the Dimension Styles box, New, and we can give it a name. We'll leave it Style 1 for the moment. Under Text, we want the style to be Arc Chisel, and our height we've established should be 1. We can fiddle with some of these others, the offset from the line 0.625, that probably puts it a little too high. We'll make it 0.25. The arrow size, let's make that 0.75, and we'll leave everything else and we'll fiddle later. So we're establishing a new dimension style, if we list, called Style 1, and you could even say Style 1 Arc Chisel, to not quite spell correctly, but you'll get my drift. So now, if we want to put a label in like that one, we could make sure that our dimension style that we've just created, that one there, is set as current. And then I could use dimension and leader, and I could mark in the center of one of these flagstones, come over here and OK. And in goes the label, and it's gone in using a leader, which makes it much more flexible than what we've got here. So we can move things around. Now you might argue, although we'd better have a look on the drawing sheet and see what our font looks fine. It's going to plot nicely. Maybe a little large, I think, so it becomes an easy matter. Certainly the arrowhead is. We just go to Dimension Style. We'll come here to Text. We'll change that to 0.75 and come back to the geometry. Yes, the arrowhead size will also make that 0.75. And you'll notice now that the leader automatically sets itself up. So now we have a much better and much more flexible way of handling text and a label in the drawing. I'll erase that and get rid of that little arrowhead. That's come about by bringing an AutoCAD drawing into our environment and then exploding everything as it comes in. So I hope you can see that you've got a wide variety of text styles to set up, and in combination with a dimension style, you can make labeling in your drawing work so much easier.